Bonjour à tous and welcome back to Frenchified with the French Dude. Unlocking fluency with Coach Sam. Do irregular French RE verb confuse you? Maybe you know verb like prendre, mettre, but you are not sure how to conjugate them in the present tense. Well, here's the good news. You don't have to memorize every irregular RE verb separately. Many of these verbs belongs to verb family. So once you learn the pattern of the verb, you can often conjugate several other verbs that follows the same pattern. Let's get started. Alonzi, just like what we studied in the last class, irregular RE verbs do not follow a pattern in the present tense. They change the stem or follow a different pattern. The best way to learn them is by learning them in families. Now let's start one after the other. The first one is the prendre family. Prendre, which means to take. Now the conjugation goes like this. Je prends, tu prends, il prend, elle prend, nous prenons, vous prenez, ils prennent, elles prennent. Now, here is the important part. Verbs such as apprendre, comprendre, surprendre, and méprendre follows this same pattern. For example, you can say j'apprends. J'apprends. So you can hear the prend is in there. Je comprends. Je comprends. Il me prend. Il me prend. So instead of learning every verb that follows in the prend from zero, learn the prend pattern. The next one is the mettre family. Mettre, which means to put. And it goes like this. Je mets, tu mets, il met, nous mettons, vous mettez, ils mettent, elles mettent. Now, verbs like permettre, promettre, admettre follows a similar pattern. For example, we say je permets. Je permets, I allow. Nous promettons. Nous promettons. We promise. Ils admettent. Ils admettent. They admit. Again, learn the family, not just one verb. Next, the dire family. Dire, which means to say. And the conjugation goes like this. Je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit, nous disons, vous dites, ils disent, elles disent. Verb like interdire and contredire follows similar pattern. So learn one and you can conjugate all of them. The next verb is the écrire family. Écrire, which means to write. And it goes like this. J'écris, tu écris, il écrit, elle écrit, vous écrivez, ils écrivent, elles écrivent. Verb like réécrire, décrire, inscrire, and transcrire follow a similar pattern. So we can see it in je décris, je transcris. The next verb is the conduire family. Conduire. Conduire, which means to drive. So the conjugation goes like this. Je conduis, tu conduis, il conduit, elle conduit, nous conduisons, vous conduisez, ils conduisent, elles conduisent. Verbs like traduire, produire, and construire follow a similar pattern. For example, we have je construis, je traduis. So follow this conjugation pattern, you'll be able to conjugate many important verbs. Here are other important verbs family. So we have joindre, joindre. So we have je joins, tu joins. This pattern also help you with verbs like rejoindre. So it follows the same pattern. We have craindre, craindre. So you can see it in je crains, tu crains, and we have a lot of verbs like atteindre and prendre. They have the same conjugation pattern. Now, here is the big shot. When you learn an irregular French verb, always ask yourself, does this verb belong to a family? For example, we have prendre. From prendre, you can have apprendre, comprendre, méprendre, and ainsi de suite. Second, we have mettre. Mettre. So you can have permettre, and you can still see promettre. Next, we have lire, and you can see lire, relire. And lastly, we have the conduire. So for conduire, you can have something like conduire, traduire, and construire. So there are a lot like acquérir, conquérir, all of them belong to the same family. Once you recognize this pattern, you don't have to start from the beginning every time. So don't memorize irregular RE verb randomly. Learn the main verb, learn its present tense pattern, and then learn the other verbs in its family. That will make French conjugation much easier. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone learning French. À bientôt et until the next one.